Adam Sandler stands among the rare breed of entertainers whose career spans decades yet never feels stagnant, always evolving, always personal. Whether he's an outrageous SNL character, an emotionally vulnerable director, a comedian deadpan on digital stages, or a touring musician, his creative DNA is unmistakable. Now, as he announces a comedy tour hitting major cities like Buffalo and Toronto in 2025, it's impossible not to look back at how a kid from Brooklyn became one of Hollywood's most endearing, divisive, and enduring figures. Born on September 9, 1966, in Brooklyn, New York, Adam Richard Sandler grew up in Manchester, New Hampshire. His childhood was far from glamorous, but he was rich in family love. His dad, Stanley, worked in a cardboard factory. His mom, Judith, was a nursery school teacher. He performed magic tricks at family events and wrote skits for birthday parties. Books, video games, and music fueled his imagination, while a sharp wit and a playful demeanor earned him early laughs. At Manchester Central High, he made the school's prestigious Quill and Scroll journalism group with an outrageous personality piece on a penguin named Steve, a hint at his comedic instincts. After graduating, Sandler studied at New York University's Tisch School of the Arts, taking voice lessons, writing monologues, and experimenting with characters in student films. He dropped out in 1987 to tour as a stand-up comic, performing in clubs across Massachusetts with a door mic style rooted in storytelling and energy. Opportunity arrived in 1990 when Sandler got a chance on The Cosby Show. His performance caught the attention of SNL talent scouts, and in 1991 he joined Saturday Night Live. His first appearances introduced unforgettable personas: Canteen Boy, Opera Man, Cajun Man, alongside his signature songs like The Chanukah Song and Lunch Ladyland. Within 2 seasons, he was writing and producing sketches, and he stayed with the show through 1995. SNL gave Sandler 2 gifts: creative freedom and a platform. His leap to movies began in 1995-era comedies like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, roles he wrote and often financed with his own money to get them made. His working-class underdog became a familiar type: immature, heartfelt, misfit, yet oddly relatable. Both films were commercial hits and cult classics. He followed with The Waterboy in 1998 and the gross-out holiday parody Big Daddy in 1999. By the early 2000s, Sandler was Hollywood's #1 comedic bankable star, but it would be a mistake to call him just a jokester. In 2002's Punch Drunk Love, he surprised critics by playing a mild-mannered toy salesman in Love. Under Paul Thomas Anderson's direction, he earned critical acclaim and a deeper understanding of his range. He returned to laughs with Anger Management and 50 First Dates, commercial smashes in 2004. His films in the mid-2000s ranged wildly, from broad comedies to heartfelt cool ones, but he remained in control, writing, producing, and often scoring with his Happy Madison Productions banner. Happy Madison became more than a brand. It became a talent incubator. He shepherded younger comics like Rob Schneider, Kevin James, and David Spade through ensemble vehicles that, whether critically praised or trashed, proved Sandler's commitment to friendship and team building. Every release felt like a cousin gathering, and audiences responded. His movies grossed billions. Sandler thrived on that mix of loyalty and mischief. His public persona, scuffed sneakers, hoodies, goofy interviews, was crafted but warm. He seemed far from the Hollywood machine. He appeared to be a guy who still tells jokes in his living room. He maintained a tight circle of friends, including longtime sidekicks like David Spade and Nick Swardson. Criticism came fast. Reviewers accused him of coasting, recycling dick jokes and frat comedy, while the film industry evolved. Yet in that same period, he surprised again with dramatic turns. 2019's Uncut Gems stunned audiences. Under the manic push of director Benny and the Jets' Safdie, Sandler played a gambling addict in a role that was high-wire and raw. Critics embraced it, and he earned awards buzz, proof that beneath the foul-mouthed happy-go-lucky act lay real complexity. And then came Netflix. In 2015, he signed a massive 4-movie deal with the streamer, later upgraded by a 2-picture re-up, making him one of the most compensated actors in Hollywood. Movies like The Meyerowitz Stories, Hubie Halloween, and Murder Mystery were mainstream worldwide, reaffirming his mass appeal. Hustle, co-produced with LeBron James, showed a deeper side again. A fired coach trying to save a basketball career. You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah revealed a playful side for family audiences, and all remained efficient hits on the platform. Meanwhile, Sandler remained musically funny. His songs, whether holiday-themed, sports-inspired, or heartfelt parodies, never felt strained. He'd land them in HBO specials, Sandler's 100% Fresh, even on SNL anniversary episodes. He never drifts far from that singer-comedian side of himself. And now in 2025, he's taking a big swing, announcing a North American tour. Stand-up isn't news, but for Sandler, it's momentous. He's not going on late-night shows, he's going on the road. The tour hits Buffalo, Toronto, and dozens of cities across 2025 and 2026, marking his first major comedy run in over 15 years. Fans know him as a movie actor. This gives them direct access. No script, no editing. Tour dates in Buffalo and Toronto stand out. Markets outside entertainment capitals where fans often get passed over. Sandler's choice says something fundamental. He remembers his roots in comedy clubs, college campuses, and small theaters. He's not retargeting the same LA night crowds. He's going to find ordinary towns and tell jokes they understand. Tickets sold fast. Sandler's name still draws attention. Industry watchers say the tour may become Netflix special fodder, maybe even a live album on TBS. He's already signed a deal with Drafthouse Films to document the behind-the-scenes of the tour for a future movie release, embedding the camera on the road, swapping sketches and songs like SNL and MTV roadshows once did. And so the tour arrives at a pivotal moment in Sandler's career. He's still making movies. He's finished Jack and Roy, a buddy comedy in post-production, and he's signed on for a sequel to Happy Gilmore currently under negotiation. But he's also steering his company toward producing emerging talent. Sandler has executive-produced series on Peacock, Hulu, and Apple TV+, including voice actor showcases and sketch pilots. Investing in up-and-coming comedy names remains central. He's narrated documentaries, The Mask You Live In on Masculinity, and appeared in ads for NBA sponsors, lean into narrative-driven roles like Uncut Gems. That combination, old-school material, digital hits, small-town laughter, is what Sandler was always built for. His path traced by creativity that could alternate between heartfelt and ridiculous. Never formulaic. Even the negative reviews couldn't drown fan loyalty. And he's learned, a critic's score doesn't equal box office results. Murder Mystery 2 was met with lukewarm reviews, but stayed in Netflix's top 10 for weeks. Hubie Halloween 2 topped family comedy rankings. The Netflix approach has allowed Sandler to do global reach with mid-budget transparency. He's become a modern studio of himself. Personally, Sandler stays grounded. He's married since 2003 to actress Jackie Sandler, and they have 2 daughters, Sadie and Sunny. The family is private but present. He occasionally stars Jackie in cameos, and both daughters have sung voice cameos in the Meyerowitz stories. Jackie produces his films and takes an active role in the family business. Sandler refers to her as his rock, and his daughters as his favorite people. He invests in education. Sandler sits on the board of his alma mater, Tisch School, hosting scholarships for comedic performance. He supports youth sports in LA and Boston, and in 2020 he donated hospital funds to help with COVID response, matching donations for vital organs research. His awards are widely scattered, a Golden Globe and 2 Emmy nominations for the Meyerowitz stories, a Netflix Creative Arts Emmy for 100% Fresh, and occasional humanitarian awards from New York-based charities. He's never won an Oscar, but he doesn't bracket success that way. He's more proud than anyone of Uncut Gems' Oscar buzz. Critics and fans battle over him. He's overrated, he's a genius, he's lazy, he's a workaholic. But the truth is rarely simple. He's an entertainer who writes his own content, self-produces, and stars in it. He's often played the fool, but he's never been foolish. He's found joy in cheap laughs and emotional tears, and he's learned audiences want both. On tour, we'll hear new jokes. They'll test topics from cancel culture to aging, fatherhood, streaming. He'll riff on jet lag, screenplay pitches gone wrong, the decline of cable, and why modern phones scare him. He'll sing songs, some goofy, some sweet, maybe a tribute to his touring band and crew, each one named at every show. Buffalo fans will applaud memories of the Elmwood Commons Mall Theater. Toronto fans will delight in Canadian passivity jokes. Sandler will remind them he's a guy who remembers the road, remembers the laugh that comes from pure absurdity. He's chosen to reconnect with people rather than cameras. And that's a powerful statement about his career. He's not hiding behind layers of big-budget cameras anymore. He's taking the stage with one orange spotlight, one microphone, and one soul ready to laugh. In a career of $500 million box office comedies and Oscar-nominated dramas, this tour stands out as reclaiming the live comedic essence he started with. It's a reconnection with the momentum that propelled him to SNL and beyond. For his fans, it means new memories, selfie lines in Vegas lobbies, merch tables with photos, the chance for kids he's influenced to see the real Sandler in the flesh. Adam Sandler is still what he was, a comic rebel, a singer, a dad, a mate to loyal collaborators, an executive, an artist. But now he's also a storyteller on the stage again. He's clicking the mic cord, stepping into small venues, everything stripped back to voice and laugh. And after decades in film, fame, and streaming, it's the most authentic move he's made all year.